Hi, my name is Antwon Sanchez. I'm a site director of Sitel Palawan here in the province of Palawan, and here is my story. As a trans woman, there has been a lot of challenges, and there will always be challenges. We're not the usual cisgender male, the cisgender female. We're different. However, that the difference I have with the cisgender male and cisgender female, I use that as an energy force for me to be where I am at right now. I started my career. Actually, this is not the career I wanted before. I am a nurse by profession. However, there was a chance for me to work in the BPO industry back in Manila 13 years ago. And then I fell in love with the environment, given how diverse and inclusive the call center industry is. Moving here to Palawan gave me a lot of opportunities to be involved in the community. At first, I started my involvement in the LGBTQI plus community here in Puerto Princesa. I am a board of director in the communications and professional field of the Balangaw community. That's the LGBT community of Puerto Princesa. And then apart from being a board of director, I am also, trying to help the community in whatever way I can. I had an opportunity to help the fire victims before in one of the barangays here in Puerto. And then right now, I'm doing a donation drive for the recent fire victims. So the donation drive is actually supported by Sitel in partnership with the Balangaw community. So we are giving away clothes, used clothes, hygiene kits, and then some food. I think we are already in the new normal, given that Palawan has been very strong in terms of handling the pandemic. We stayed strong even if we have had cases the recent days. Working in the BPO industry in this pandemic situation made me realize what are the permanent things and what are the not so permanent, or what we call temporary. I know that right now, it may be the pandemic, but I am happy not because of the pandemic, but I'm happy because we are able to help the community by providing available jobs here in Sitel. We have grown from 1,500 to 2,100 just in a span of four months, given the pandemic. I know that there are some establishments, industries that have closed because of the pandemic. But the call center industry or the BPO industry, especially Sitel, given that we are the only BPO industry here in the province, we remained open. We even welcomed those who lost their jobs, who wanted part-time jobs. We welcomed them here, and that's why we grew from 1,500 employees to 2,100. And consistently we're growing because our target is to at least be at 3,000 employees by the end of this year. Being a trans woman, you have to start your hormone replacement therapy. That's I think my second year in Sitel. So that's probably 6 or 7 years ago. I couldn't remember the exact year or date, but that's when I decided to start taking hormones. I was forced by a coworker to start taking hormones. I wasn't ready, but I was already a cross-dresser before that. And then I felt that taking hormones is going to bring me somewhere that I am not looking forward to be in. Fortunately, I was able to see the advantage of taking hormones. So 7 years ago, I started taking hormones, but the public, the people, my family, my friends already knew that I am a transgender. Being in the BPO industry, there are challenges. Plus, I am a trans woman, so combine the challenges in the BPO industry plus the challenges I have in being a trans woman, you would assume that it's very difficult to achieve goals and what you want in the future. What I like about the BPO industry is that aside from it being inclusive and diverse, they really do not care who you are. They do not care about your educational attainment. We accept high school graduates. They do not care of your family background. They do not even care if you grew up in the province, in the metro, or whatnot. And most importantly, they do not care of your gender or your sexual orientation. What they only care is that if you have the right attitude, if you are skilled enough, if you are talented enough to be part of the BPO industry, then you are welcome. Hence, I am a site director right now. I think where I am at right now is a milestone. And not because I became a site director or not because I got promoted, but because I'm able to help the community. 3 years ago when I moved here in the province, it was just a simple temporary relocation to help the site launch, to help people, to help hire people. I then realized a few months, after being here temporarily, I then realized that there is something in Sitel Palawan that will give me in the future. Give in the sense that I will learn, I will be able to give back, and then I will be more involved. Hence, right now, I'm happy and I consider this a milestone, not only because I got promoted this year as a site director, but right now, in this very difficult situation, I am able to help the community. And I guess it's also a milestone because who would think that a transgender becomes a site director? Who would think a transgender will meet the mayor? Who would think a transgender will provide jobs to people? People think that a transgender can only work in the salons, in the parlor. But that has always been my advocacy, challenging the available workforce. The available work for the transgender community. It doesn't mean if my hair is long, I can only work as, a beautician, makeup artist. And I value their work. It's just that I wanted for people to see that a transgender, whether a transgender male or female, they have their own skills. I have my skills, and that's why I am here in Sitel Palawan as a director right now. My definition of success is really coming from failures. Because you will not be successful if you did not fail in the past. Failure will give you a lot of learnings, and failure will actually bring you to success because failing in the past will require for you to learn, to educate yourself. You will ask questions like, why did I fail in a specific action, probably? Why did I fail in a specific project or whatnot? And then from that failure, you will realize the things that you could have done better. Hence, in the future, you will use that learning experience to become successful. There's actually a lot, but I guess right now, I will go back to the ability to help the community. Not only the LGBT community, but the entire community. Whether it's the cisgender people, the transgender, gays, lesbians, or whatnot. I value the purpose of life. I think I have seen my purpose in life here in Palawan when I moved here, of being able to help and getting involved in the community. Involvement doesn't necessarily mean to say that they should see you every day or whatnot. They will feel you or whatnot. Involvement can also be working in the background. Working in the background, helping the entire community without people noticing that you are really helping or whatnot. I think acceptance. Being a transgender woman requires a lot of acceptance, requires a lot of realization. There are some that they consider this as an illness. And I think it is considered as an illness if you do not understand yourself. If you do not love yourself. Accepting yourself as who you are plays a very big role in your life, because you wouldn't question yourself. You wouldn't question your ability. You wouldn't question your being. You wouldn't question if you're a transgender, lesbian, gay, or whatnot. You will only go with the flow because you know yourself, You have accepted yourself, which means you trust yourself. I'm gonna have to apologize. I'm using this statement, but the problem with people right now is they are not trying. Okay, our experience here in Sitel Palawan is that people are very shy. They are not confident, and they are not comfortable speaking English. We're a call center, so most of the regions that we support are based in the US or America, Australia, and whatnot. Requirement is for you to speak English. I think what I would say is that you have to try, because if you do not try, you will not know if you can do it. And then by trying, you must have the can-do attitude, because you will not be confident right away. You will not be comfortable right away. You must be able to experience it and then learn from the experience, and then hence you can say that, oh, I think I can do it. I think I can work in the call center. I think I can work for a hotel, or I think I can work wherever. Right now in the pandemic situation, what's really important is you have to accept whatever is available, because there's not much available for everybody. And by accepting what is available for everyone or for yourself, make sure that you work for it. But before doing that, you have to try and have the can-do attitude. Hi, I would like to invite you to Sitel Palawan. We are still hiring. We will continue to hire as we continue to help the community. For questions, concerns, please don't hesitate to follow my social media accounts. Facebook and Messenger is Antwon Sanchez or Antwon by Ken Sanchez. It's the same for my Instagram and Twitter accounts.